What's going on, Speak, and welcome back to another Elestrals Moonrise reveal reaction video. I'm pissed, guys. I'm incredibly pissed. I went through this entire video. I had a 15-minute recording. No audio was recorded. I don't know why my mic keeps screwing me over, but it keeps screwing me over, and my mic just will not freaking work. I've already looked through this entire video. I can't do the blind react anymore, and I just want to... I'm just not happy right now. So I'm just going to real quick talk about these cards. And I'm going to give basically a brief explanation because I don't want to do that much talking. I'll be entirely honest. There were only 2 new cards. So this actually should be a pretty short video unless I go blabbering on like I usually do, but we'll see. First thing is Hurricane. 3 cost invoke rune, 1 wind, 1 thunder, 1 water, destroy all face down runes. This card, not only do I think this card is absolutely insane, I think it is very important for the game because one thing that this game is really lacking is rune control. We have 3 cards, I think. There's probably a little bit more that I'm not thinking of, but 3 cards that just straight up say destroy runes. Thunderstorm, Blizzard, and P-Gust. To my knowledge, are the only ones. And like those are by far the best ones. However, P-Gust only sees play inside of Wind. Thunderstorm rarely sees play inside of Thunder, and it would only see play inside of Thunder. And Blizzard is just pretty much a worse version of Thunderstorm because Thunderstorm can actually destroy any rune rather than a face down rune. However, Hurricane only destroys face down runes. However, I think this card is also pretty insane and much better than something like Blizzard. The reason I think that is because counter runes are incredibly important in this game. And if it changes the way people are going to basically play the game because you can't just go set 4 anymore because there's a risk of you hurricaning. So if you open like 3 counter runes, you have to basically choose how many of those you actually want to set because if your opponent has a hurricane, you could potentially lose them all. So if you have like a PTA, Tsunami, Gorgon's Gaze, you could basically just go like, okay, I'm just currently going to set the PTA because I feel like that's good enough protection for my guy right now. I'm not going to set the other 2 because I have a Hurricane. I don't want my guy. I don't want my all my runes to be destroyed. I want to make sure I preserve some of my runes. It's interesting. It's a very interesting type style of play. So I think it's really cool and very important for the game. It's going to change how people actually play these cards going forward, and I think it's not only crazy, I think it's a very good effect that will affect how people play. The only other card that got revealed is Poisoned what's it called? Poisoned, if I can find it, Spoiled Fruit. Spoiled Fruit is a 1-cost counter rune that is Omni. This Spoiled Fruit can only be cast when an opponent activates a card effect that returns 1 or more spirits from their underworld to their spirit deck. They get that effect and destroy that card. This card is so important. This is actually even more important, in my opinion, than Hurricane. I think this card is absolutely insane. I think every deck is going to be running this, if not in the main deck, in the side deck. And the reason for it, this is a negate to Ambrosia. It's not only a negate to Ambrosia, it's negation to Chautauqua. It's negation to Nemisail. It's negation to Sluggle, to Quackle, to Caterin. It's negation to all of these healing cards that are just so powerful. This is a great card because that is one of the current issues with Elestrals is the fact that there's so much healing to the point where it's basically whoever draws more healing wins the game. If you don't have enough healing, then you basically lose. Which is why every deck basically is maxing out on Ambrosia, and if they can fit it in, they fit in some additional healing cards as an additional means for that. However, the thing to note about this card is that this was basically made to negate Ambrosia specifically. I can almost guarantee that this is a card that is meant to negate Ambrosia specifically. And what's really good about that is that if your opponent casts Ambrosia, they'll go, okay, I'm going to heal 3. You go, not so fast. I'm going to cast my Spoiled Fruit. You gain nothing. Both players spent 1 spirit to cast their card, therefore no spirit advantage is gotten. It's an incredible card. I think every deck is going to play this, especially decks that are playing like water decks, wind decks, all these decks that have all this generic healing. They're going to absolutely be playing this card at max copies because with the Elestral healing, let's say you go ahead and cast Chautauqua. Jatagua will activate, and then you go Spoiled Fruit. Not only are you destroying their card and you go even in Spirit Advantage, they've used their normal cast on that card, so they now can no longer play an additional Elestral unless they special cast it, which is very few and far between what we can do. This card is absolutely insane, and I think it will not only see play, I think it's very important to the game as well. So there's Spoiled Fruit, there's Hurricane. Hopefully my mic actually recorded this time. Guys, I've got to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you slap the like button and subscribe for more. Hope to see all you guys in the next video, and goodbye.